Good evening for your first Wednesday night clash, SRL season opening round between the Panthers and the Rabbitohs. And what a game it's going to be. So much on the line for these two. A lot of hope and optimism ahead for the season proper as we take a look at the new look Panthers being run out by their vice captain Lonnie Lawrence, but their captain John Boy Mayava will start on the bench for this one. So an interesting call there for the new look Penny side. And for the Rabbitohs, they finally got their full-term captain Joey Kelly to lead them, and he'll drop the interim tag and take on the duties full-time. And there's so much to look forward to for both teams. This is where it all begins. And joining me in the box for the action here tonight, my good mate and West Tigers inaugural captain, Riley Murray. And Riley, big game ahead of us tonight here from the foot of the mountains. What are you looking forward to in this one?
I'm really looking forward to see how these Panthers go. It's a really different team than we saw last season. Real new look that we've got here, thanks to John Boy Mayava and his team. And yeah, I'm looking forward to really just see how they go. It's a big change here. Basically entirely new team. And also this new Rabbitohs team, you know, the Joey Kelly rebuild, he's rebuilt just a little bit. It wasn't as dramatic as the Panthers this season, but still notable nonetheless. And I'm keen to see this one.
As we go, Jai Collins, they're on the left wing. And yeah, Riley, we spoke about some new faces in these new sides. John Boy Mayava going on a recruitment run and putting a bit of a Pacifica flavour on the Panthers. He went out and got Raika Manu. He's brought Tavita Vuvalingao and Lockie Sinclair with a huge hit. I think that was Sinclair. I'm probably wrong. Fifth and last for the Rabbitohs. And for Joey and the South side, you know, there's still a lot of familiar faces for them, so they've got a bit of continuity to work off. But Shaq the Unknown with his first run of the game, one of the cult heroes, and he returns back to Penrith in season 9, right?
Yeah, Shakti just playing in the mines last season. Not really getting much of a run at the Panthers, besides I think maybe 1 or 2 games due to injury. But yeah, he's back in this team, back in the starting 17. And he's just a very classy player. He always gets it done for them. I'm very keen to see if he can keep up that good form they had before he left.
And Rakamano on the ball was a risky one, but he does well to hold on to it. Fifth and last for Penrith under their new look captain, John Boy Mayava, and he will not be happy with watching that one as he spectates from the sideline. And the Panthers just kicking into their own teammate, an unforced mistake, and that'll bring a lot of pressure into their half early in this first. But Riley, the Rabbitohs, they finally got their captain, the long-term captain for them, or you'd hope so, as Jordan Ford gets laid out on his first run there. But plenty of hope and optimism for the South Sydney side. Any standouts that catch your eye for them?
I think a big standout is the new position change of Jesse Bennett. He's been one of the top front rowers in our game for a very long time, and Joey Kelly's decided to make the change. And oh, here's Leondis straight through the line, trying to cut me off. That's some good work from him. Just a wrecking ball. I reckon I'll let you commentate this for a minute, Sonny.
And Callaghan will try and burrow his way over, but he's held short of the line. 33 gain on his set, fifth and last. The Rabbitohs scanning options. They're going to drop it right. Short pocket. Grubber from Lachlan Holmes and Joey Kelly, the South Sydney captain, over for the first points of the game. And what a start for the Joey Kelly, the rebuild. Maybe it won't be a rebuild off that start there, but yeah, great stuff from Southside, Riley. Lachlan Holmes, the left center. He shifted out to the makeshift half at midfield, and he just drops it on a dime for his captain's go.
Yeah, how good is that from Joey Kelly? Just getting the first points on the board for the season of his team. And that's just what you want from your captain, just always there. Joey Kelly's definitely a try scorer. He's one of the best in our game, especially since this move into the halves from him. He was a prominent fullback and a winger back in the day, but he seems like he's really found a home here in the halves. So I'm very keen to... Oh, that was kind of close from Callaghan. Nearly did a Sunny Tire. But yeah, that was a great try from Joey Kelly.
Yeah, we couldn't go 5 minutes without a Sunny Tire dig, but there you go. It is the visitors, the Rabbitohs, with a 6-0 lead over the Panthers at the moment. The way you want to start a season, but plenty of footy left to be played. Now, Riley, the decision for John Boy Mayava to come off the bench, it's a big call there. Do you think that's going to be detrimental for the Panthers, or do you think it's going to spark something in that second half that could help elevate their game?
It's definitely a big call. I personally would have him starting on the field. You know, I think that you'd always want your captain to be around during that first part of the game. But, you know, John Boy, I'm sure he's figured something out here, and Holmes is just going to run straight through the line. But, you know, if I were John Boy, I'd probably get myself out there a bit earlier. Obviously, he won't be on until half-time, but yeah, hopefully we can see something good from the Panthers, despite them not having their captain on the field.
Yeah, Lonnie Lawrence will be the one to step up. He's taken the captain's armband in this first half. And what a call-up it was. A shock to some, myself included. Lonnie Lawrence in his 3rd season of SRL, I'm pretty sure. But good on him. He's earned himself a spot. John Boy's seen something in him that could help lead the future of this team. And when you want to build for the Panthers, you want to build long-term, because they are a team that historically have struggled throughout the season or the seasons. I think they've only made one finals appearance in their history. So yeah, there's a lot riding on it for John Boy and his boys as Rakamanu shrugs one off. The former Broncos outside back. He's found himself a new home here in Penrith, and he's one of the marquee superstars inside the red zone. Penrith shifted short to Rusty Shackelford, former Newcastle Knight, there to take the run, but nothing doing there. 5th and last. Where will they go here? The Panthers, they got numbers on the right. That's where they shift it. Charlie Butler, he'll just send it high. Jai Collins is there and waiting, and he makes it look easy. Hits a step on and he gets around Rakamanu, and Jai Collins is going to go the length of the field to score the 2nd try of the game. And what a passage of play there, Riley. Jai Collins, the experience, combine that with the speed, and that makes for a try-scoring formula right there.
Yeah, wow, that was just too easy. Just some good footwork from Jai Collins there. Just left the entire Panthers defensive line just clutching at straws. They did not know what he was doing. Never let him know your next move. Jai Collins, he's gotten his team out to a very handy lead here. Already about to be in front of the clock. And things are looking good for the Rabbitohs right now.
Yeah, they've really turned up. They're beating the clock at the moment. 12-0, 10 minutes played from Penrith. And the South Sydney Rabbitohs, they've come out the blocks firing, and they're looking good at the moment. And a lot to be said about the Panthers early on here for momentum. You don't want to let those early tries get into your head, but they're going to need to start cleaning it up just a bit. And maybe not having a leader out there to get the directions out and lead by example. That could play its part, but nonetheless, plenty of footy left to be played. A sold-out Penrith Stadium to witness the new era of the Panthers as Aaron Leondis, straight through the right edge, goes through untouched before he's brought down by Rakamanu. And I'm very keen to see Rakamanu in this Panthers outfit for the rest of the season. You'd have to think he's finally found a home at the 1 jersey, Riley. He was being shuffled around a bit at the Broncos last season alongside Justin Plays, but here he is tonight. You'd have to think he'll be their fullback for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, you'd think so, and he's been proven to be a very solid fullback, although he's not always getting the run at it. But, oh, geez, Panthers. Just Lonnie Lawrence getting in the way of that pass. That is not great. They keep on giving away these penalties and making these mistakes, and Rabbitohs, they're just feasting right now.
Yeah, they called Lonnie Lawrence offside the marker, and just milking that one a bit there, but it's a great IQ play that gets the Rabbitohs inside the red zone, and it's a forward pass off the bat. Well, maybe just got a bit too keen there. The eyes lit up at the situation, and they're already thinking 2 steps ahead, the Rabbitohs. They let that one off, but now the Panthers, they're going to try and work from within their own half, and they'll do so through Jaden White. Jaden White, the former Warrior who was involved in the trade mid-season in Season 8. And now he's donning the jersey for the Panthers here tonight. Round 1 of your Season 9 coverage here on SRL TV. After this, it'll be the Sharks and the Storm, the 2 long-time rivals doing battle at Shark Park. And what a game that's going to be. And it's always a tough contest between the two. 5th and last now. Jaden White sends it high. It's a bit shallow. But who's going to be there to take it? It's Justin Plays. Justin Plays steps one. Justin Plays through the right edge. Tries to split the defense. Hits a goosey on. And Rakamanu there to clean it up. But that's another name that we've sort of glossed over, Riley. Justin Plays, the former Broncos fullback. He's donning the red and green tonight for South.
Yeah, he is, and he's been doing a good job at the moment. The Souths, they're just tearing through them. Man, these South Sydney boys, they are not taking the foot off the pedal at the moment. They are just steamrolling up the field right now.
Die of the red zone, fourth tackle now. They're going to shift it left. Joey Kelly, cut out ball to Aaron Leondis. And Aaron Leondis, good post-contact meters on the run. Gets him inside the 10, fifth and last, the Rabbitohs. Where are they looking? It might be a double pass. No, they're just going to go short to Kelly. Puts in the grubber, Lonnie Lawrence, the vice captain, there to scoop it up. And good goal line defense from Penrith. I have to say, it'd be a huge dagger to the heart if they let in another one. But they hold on once again, Riley. The attack needs to start clicking a bit better. And there you go, Rusty Shackelford gets through. And runs like that will go a long way to getting him back in the game.
Yeah, that was a really important play from Lonnie Lawrence, the vice captain. Just getting in the way of that grubber kick and stopping that try. It was looking very dangerous there for a moment. But at the moment now, Panthers is doing very well to work their way up the field.
Fifth and last, they drop it left. Charlie Butler, the former Sydney Rooster. A lot of new faces in this Panthers side, and we'll see if they can click. But Jai Collins hits a filthy step, nearly gets around Raika Manu, and he's brought down in the cover tackle by Jaden White and Shackelford, I think it was. Justin plays now. He'll try and get them going. And this Rabbitohs side, they really turned up. A lot of optimism for them. And we will see what they can do under a full season of Joey Kelly's leadership, or you'd hope so. You know, last season, Tyrone Clay stepping down wasn't ideal for them, and Aaron Leon, this great run. What a stint he's having is Jesse Bennett, the big prop forward playing a lock, gets him inside the 10 with that run alone. And that was a beautiful passage of play there from Souths. Where will they go? They go inside to Joey Kelly. He's taken in the tackle. 84 meters gained, fifth and last. The Rabbitohs lining up in formation. They might go to the deep pocket on the right side. I think it's Callaghan there. He sends it high. Who's going to be under it? They go for the ball. It's tap back. Justin plays. His try there for the Rabbitohs. It's 3 unanswered. And what a start for South Riley. I mean, it's all South Sydney at the moment.
Yeah, this has been an incredible start from South Sydney. This would be exactly what Joey Kelly wanted from his team, just to get this huge lead up very early in the game. And look at them, they're nearly already caught up to the clock once again. And man, South Sydney, they are just not taking the foot off the throttle. They are just, at the moment, running it 1,000 miles per hour and not slowing down.
And Callaghan slots it beautifully to make it 18-0. It is a three-score game as we enter the second quarter of this first half. And John Boy Mayava watching on the sidelines. He can't wait to get out there. I mean, if you could, you'd probably try and call a sub to get him out right now. I'm sure he's itching to go, but he's still got to wait and watch on for another 20 minutes and hope that his side can get back in the game with a try. It'll do a lot for their confidence. But it is all Rabbitohs at the moment as Matt Downey takes the first hit up off the run or off the set.
Oh,
and
no.
Howden tackle penalty. It's just going from bad to worse for the Penrith Panthers. And Riley, frustration starting to creep into their game now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, you can see it. That's 3 penalties in the first 20 minutes from the Panthers. And they're just gifting this field position to the Rabbitohs. It's not looking great at all for them. They really need to work on this discipline. And I think that they really need their captain out there as well.
Yeah, Lonnie Lawrence taking the captain's armband, but he's relatively inexperienced as well compared to most, leader figures in the SRL. But, yeah, he'll have to step up here. Big boots to fill. That's what comes with the territory. Third tackle is the Rabbitohs. Shift it left. Reverse inside out play. Oh, and it's 6 again. Referee ruling played at, and it ends up in the grips of Joey Kelly. And the Rabbitohs, they are just seeing green at the moment. Green and red. Felix Stoder off the bench. And through the middle he goes, but it's a great try saver from Raika Manu. And that one needed to be made, Riley. That was clutch stuff there from Manu. And he stops a certain try from being scored.
Yeah, wow. Raika Manu. What a try save. That one was so important to the team. You'd think that if Rabbitohs scored just then, the Panthers would just never be able to stop the Rabbitohs. But that was a huge play. Panthers now, they've got possession back, and they need to try and make some points come from it.
Yeah, and I forgot to bring it up earlier, but the battle of the fullbacks, Raika Manu and Justin Plays, the two former Broncos that were splitting reps in the fullback spot last season, they now do battle both in new colours, but both wearing the one jersey. And the Panthers, let's see what they can do here. They need to get back. Someone has to step up for them. They've got a few notable names out there. The likes of Jaden White, the likes of Stramander Noli, even Charlie Butler. Big kick there. It was stabber towards the corner of Kevin Dixon. Dixon on the return. Gets driven down there. But Kevin Dixon, that's one for the Rabbitohs. He's playing in a new position. He played majority center last season, Riley, coming through the middle in the second half. But it seems like Joey's put him in the back line there at the wing, and it's a key spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bennett, wow, just having a huge impact at the moment at lock. There were a few question marks about if he was really set for this lock role and how he would perform being such a prominent front rower. But at the moment, he's ticking all the boxes and he's had a great game so far.
Yeah, well said. Fifth and last inside the 10, the Rabbitohs, they're looking to add another one to the tally. They send it high to Callaghan. It might bounce off the post and Justin Plays there to scoop it up. And you could not have asked for a better game if you're South Sydney. They're racing the clock. It's 22-0. Kick to come from in front. And Riley, the bounce of the ball literally not going Panthers' way, and it just turns into points for the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, it really is just not going the Panthers' way at the moment. Right now, the Rabbitohs, they're just having a very good game. It's looking like they're just on the training field, just rehearsing their plays. And it's just working out perfectly for them. Even like a little cheeky kick onto the goalpost turns into an easy try for them. And man, they are staying awfully close to this clock. And this could turn into a cricket score at one point, Sonny, if Panthers don't pull a finger out and start defending here.
Yeah, they really need to pull the finger out, and especially being a season opener, you know, John Boy's first game as a captain, it's not going the way he would have expected, obviously, but the Panthers, plenty of work to do, and I think it just comes with having a new team. You know, there's a lot of new faces in this side, and, you know, trying to find the right combination, you know, it's something that, you know, me personally, first season as the Sharks captain, there was a bit of shuffling going on before we figured out what works best. So it's a bit of a teething period for this new look Panther side as the offload away to Lachlan Holmes, steps Raika Manu, and he nearly gets away once again. The Panthers just making it look so easy. Oh, the Rabbitohs, I should say, and the Panthers, they are
making
struggling
it look so
to contain
hard
this
at the moment.
Oh, jeez, I'm all over the joint as Justin Plays. We'll take that run up there. Fifth and last, the Rabbitohs pinned deep about 30 plus away from their line where they take the kick. You'd have to say Bradley Callaghan now just darts it towards the corner. It's too much on it, and an easy take there for Tavita Vuvalingo.
Yeah, just probably the first slip up that the Rabbitohs have really made this game right there. Just a little bit too deep. Wouldn't have been surprised if Rabbitohs managed to score off the back of a kick like that, just as how they've been playing so far. But yeah, Panthers now, they just need to try and control this ball, don't give it back to the Rabbitohs, and try and stay disciplined. They might find a little bit of joy here.
Yeah, a try will go a long way for their hopes of getting back into this one, and they'll go through Ben Cummins, who's coming from the Gold Coast Titans, I believe, making the move to Penny as... Oh, Lonnie Lawrence nearly juggles that one, but does a good job to hold on to it. He's a former Warrior, a former Bronco, and in 3 seasons, he finds himself as vice-captain of the Panthers. 33 gained on this set for them, fifth and last. Just under half an hour played from Penrith as Jaden White stabs it towards the corner of Jai Collins. I don't know why they're still targeting him, but Jai Collins won't get past the line that time. Jaden White there to bring him down. And Joey Kelly off to the ideal start. He'll be loving what he's seeing so far from his boys. And Riley, I don't think anyone really would have expected the Rabbitohs to look this dominant, but they are looking dominant.
Yeah, I certainly wasn't expecting a game like this. It's not even looking very competitive at the moment. Right now, Rabbitohs are just controlling everything there is in this game. And Panthers, they've just been on the back foot since the first minute.
Yeah, you got to wonder how much of that damage has is going to dictate the outcome of this game. There's still plenty of footy left to be played as O'Hare sends it downfield. Two Panthers there to chase it back, but it'll be Vuvalangawa on the return. They haven't really targeted his side of the field, but they won't be able to get past them there. So Panthers from within their red zone, they go through Raikamanu, and they've been doing a good job to keep him contained, Raikamanu. And that goes a long way to shutting down the attack of the Panthers, which just, it seemed a bit lackluster at the moment. Gotta wonder if they're going to continue to try and just play through the middle of the field, or if they're going to try and just shift it out wide. We'll have to wait and see as Jaden White goes short to Daly, and Daly's driven back. Rabbitohs doing a good job to hold the Panthers inside their own half. 5th and last now. Jaden White is going to take the kick on. He'll try and aim for the sideline, but Collins is there once again. And he'll wind up the run there, tries to squeeze through. But Jaden White there to mark him. And the Rabbitohs just settling into this game comfortably. They didn't make the finals last season. It was a good start for them under Joey Kelly when he took over the duties mid-season. But they weren't able to follow that form right through. So they're working with a bit of a blueprint here from last season. And they're looking a lot more familiar with it now. As Justin plays, shrugs one off, but he'll be taken over the sideline. And the Panthers finally get something good happen for him. Great tackle from Shaq the Unknown. And it'll drag Justin Plays out on that play.
Yeah, big play from Shaq the Unknown there. Just Justin Plays able to get through the grip of Ben Cummins. But Shakti making a huge tackle, and he's gotten his team the ball back, and that's definitely what the Panthers needed.
Yeah, you got to love Cummins. I'm not even going to make that one as Jaden White draw play. Speaking of which, Ben Cummins is there. And a bit slow on the play the ball. As Allison gets a good ball out to Irwin, offload to Mahana Olu. There we go, I haven't botched that one. 3rd tackle, but the Panthers still short of their 40. Cut out ball to Daly. Daly bumps one off, tries to cut in field. Plays will be there to wrap him up. That's a good run there. Gets him inside opposition half now. From dummy half, Dominic Stramandinoli. Also known as, actually I don't know if I should say that. 5th and last now. The Panthers just shy of the red zone. Allison with the boot. It's a grubber, but Ford's there to pick it up. Shrugs off the defender. And Jordan Ford there to clean it up. Riley's just not clicking for the Panthers at the moment, and that's a sin bin warning. Another penalty given away. And this is dangerous territory for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's not looking great right now. And, man, that was nearly a very good play there from the Panthers too. Just Rakamanu noticing he was quite a bit offside for that grubber kick, and he couldn't jump on it, couldn't try and make a play for it. And they've just been punished again for it. And here we are with Jai Collins straight through the line again.
Yeah, I thought Raka might have taken him high there, but he did a good job to stop him. Fullback out of position. Stoder bumps off Lonnie Lawrence. Can't get through Manu, but he gets him well inside the red zone now. 3rd tackle. Souths could put 30 on the board before half time. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. 3 plays they go inside the 10. 4th tackle. They shift it right. Cut out ball. On an inside ball to Joey Kelly. And Kelly gets a couple post-contact meters. 5th and last now, the Rabbitohs. What's the plan? Where are they going to go? Short side, Grubber, and Daly there to pick it up. And bumps off one. Great save there from Daly, Riley. Because that one just would have been a dagger to the heart, you'd have to say, if they let in another try.
Yeah, absolutely. Daly just keeping his team in the game right now. Just having to run back from the defensive line to try and stop that grubber. But yeah, now the Panthers, they just need to try and hold on till halftime. I reckon some more points on the board would be nice for them. Obviously for the morale going into the sheds. But we're going to see an early kick though.
Jaden White just sends it downfield. It doesn't have any angle on it. And Justin Plays there to return it comfortably. South Sydney just looking to wind down the clock. And oh, that one nearly ended up in the mix-up, but Kevin Dixon takes it now. And what a start it is for the Rabbitohs, up 24-0 on the road against the Panthers in Penrith. And big tackle there, turns the ball over. And there you go, Riley, that might bring a bit of a spark for the Penny side.
Yeah, definitely, that was a huge tackle. A minute left on the clock, we'll see if they can do anything with it. That was a great run from Irwin.
And Irwin, he's had a good stint for the Panthers. One of the standouts as Butler takes that one awkwardly. doesn't force the pass out. Good awareness from him. Second tackle now. Can Penrith get their first try of the game? Sinclair through the middle, bumps off one. And he'll be driven on his back. 20 seconds remaining. 2 tackles for the Panthers to try and get their first points of the game as they shift it to Komene. Another new look Panther. Will they have enough time to play the ball? Yes, they will. One more shot at it. Butler just winds up with it. Can he get there? Charlie Butler. Oh, I think he's made it. No, he hasn't. We'll see you in a second.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Good evening and welcome back from Penrith. If you're just tuned in, it is the South Sydney Rabbitohs with a 24-0 lead over the home side. And Riley, a tough slog for the Panthers in that first half. They've got their captain, John Boy Maiava, back out there on the field. And I have to say, that'll do a lot for them, but they've got a lot of ground to make up for. And what were your thoughts on that first half? What are you expecting to see in the second?
Yeah, well, that was just a very tough first half for the Panthers there. They're going to need to change a lot in the second half if they even want to be competitive. And hopefully the injection of the captain, John Boy Maiava, in the second half will make the difference. Because they looked very lost out there. They looked like they didn't really have much direction. They needed their captain, and they didn't have him. But now hopefully we can see something good from him here.
They'll try the early 40-20. Charlie Butler sends it downfield. No angle on it, though. And yeah, John Boy Maiava, he's going to try and lead his side to a comeback, and he gets a good ankle tap there to stop Justin Plays from breaking downfield. He would have been gone for all money there. So that could be the captain, his leadership, wanting to dig deep and set the example for the rest of his side. And it's a tough ask for them, but they've got plenty of time to try and get back into this one as the Rabbitohs inside Penrith half now. Oh, draw play from Joey Kelly to Justin Plays, but wrapped up. Good defense from Penrith on that one. 4 tackle, they shifted back to the left field. Lachlan Holmes driven back in the tackle. Lonnie Lawrence, I think it was, there to meet him with his teammate. 5th and last now. The Rabbitohs going to try and pin a good kick downfield. We'll go towards the corner. And Tavita Vuvalingawa, they haven't really targeted him. Gets around one, won't get past the other. And the Rabbitohs, Riley, there was some technical difficulties from their sheds. We actually, we didn't have the substitutes submitted, so we've gone the unconventional route, doing what we think makes the most sense. But with this lead, Riley, I don't think it'll matter too much. If they can keep up this momentum, then it shouldn't faze them too much.
Yeah, you'd expect it doesn't make too much of a difference, especially after that first half, but you never know. At the end of the day, captains, please get your interchanges in by the deadline. As you know, you can end up in this sort of situation here.
Yeah, Joey, you're a full-time captain now, so we're going to need you to be on the ball. And Jai Collins taken into touch. I think it was Maiava there to drag him out. And there you go, Riley. Maiava, their captain, their leader, already making a difference. He's put on a good try saver on Justin Plays, and now he's driven Jai Collins into touch.
Yeah, that's just some great defense there from the Panthers, looking to kind of change this game around and give themselves a bit of momentum. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, a bit of a break in the play there, but we're underway as we resume. The Panthers, with their first look inside the red zone, we'll see what they can do here. Maiava's lurking in the backfield, and you've got to keep an eye out for him. If they're going to get their first points, you'd have to think they'll look his way as they give it and turn it over. Just an unideal ball there to Callum Irwin. And Riley, I'm a neutral for this one, but it is just a bit frustrating to watch the Penrith Panthers just sort of give this one away. Moments like that off the back of a big game-changing play from Mayava, and they just turn it over. Soft stuff, you have to say.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Sonny. Just they're making a lot of rookie mistakes. And speaking of rookie
Oh, there you
mistakes,
go.
there's another one there. Panthers, they've been making a few deals with the devil to try and make these Rabbitohs chuck these forward passes. And they're giving themselves a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, they'll want to sacrifice whatever it takes to get back into this game. They've been given a lifeline here, but they got to make it count, the Panthers. They haven't really looked threatening throughout most of this match, and that's just coming off the back of a lot of defense, especially for their middles. It's taken a lot out of the tank, but this one could get them up and going. The Panthers looking for their first points of the game. The season opener here at Penrith. They want to leave a solid impression here. Fifth and last, couple away from the line. They drop it. Flat ball. Allison strolls over. First try for the Penny Panthers, and there you go, Riley. Straight through. Jackson Allison scores them their first points of season 9.
Yeah, Jackson Allison, that's a huge play from him. The Rabbitohs defense basically just opened up for him. No one was in front of him. He just strolled over. Look at that, easy as it can be. And Jackson Allison, that's a huge play from the veteran there.
Yeah, Allison making the shift to lock. I'm not sure if he played lock for the Panthers last season.
Yeah, he did.
He might have. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. He's carrying a bit of form. He knows what it's like playing for this team, leading through the middle, and being the headline for their forward pack. And Charlie Butler slots it straight in front. Penrith, you're on the board. 6-24 is the score in favour of the Rabbitohs. But Riley, all comebacks, got to start with a try. They got one now. It's a 3-score game. So they're looking a lot better than they did in that whole first half.
Yeah, they definitely are. Just after 8 minutes, they've already done more with the footy than they did in the first 40. And yeah, Panthers, they're just looking like they've got a second life out there maybe. Maybe that's just the little push that they needed to try and get themselves back into this one.
And Lockie Sinclair, the former North Queensland Cowboy, he was held to limited minutes off the bench last season, and he now finds himself a new home in a starting spot as, they force the ball loose. Panthers, just when it looks like they've got something going for them, they shoot themselves in the foot, and that is just a gut-clenching turnover there from them. But the Rabbitohs, they've been so good early in this first half. We'll have to see if they can replicate it in the second. They've conceded the first points as Jack Sora, he's off the bench. And we'll see how he performs there. Aaron O'Hare being swapped out earlier as well. Taking the reins, Felix Windmill skied. It's one of the veteran faces in the side, and Justin plays. The Rabbitohs, they're over once again. They reply with the second try in the game after conceding. And Riley, they're just making it look easy. They're looking comfortable out there, the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, Justin plays just in time with that play, as that was a great step, just getting over the line there, stepping his old teammate in Jackson Allison back at the Broncos. And yeah, just he's really been on quite the game tonight. I think that's a hat trick for him, isn't it?
Oh, I'm not too sure actually. Yeah, he's definitely scored a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a hattie to his name, but Callaghan slots it to make it 30-6. And the South Sydney Rabbitohs, they've really brought the energy right from the start. The Panthers, could it be all but too late? John Boy Mayava coming into the second half. He made his presence felt early on, but it's almost going to vain at the moment. You don't want to rain on a parade, there's a lot of hope and excitement for the season ahead, and you can't judge how a team will go based off one game. But the Rabbitohs have stood up to the occasion. There's just more continuity in their team, a lot of team chemistry that they can build off from last season. And it's all coming to play now as we see Jordan Ford takes the run up there, shy of the 30. Second tackle, the Rabbitohs shifted out wide towards Jesse Bennett. Couple post-contact meters on the play. They're in 40-20 territory at the moment, but I think they'll be too far now as Matt Downey gets a good run shy of the halfway. The Panthers trying to repel this attack that has just been blitzing through them through a lot of this game. They got to clean up the penalties too. They conceded a lot in that first half, getting a warning towards the end. So let's see how they adjust from the halftime break. As Shaq the Unknown nearly gets around the defense, but a great ankle tap there from Justin Plays does enough to slow down momentum. So they give it to Lonnie Lawrence now. And Lawrence driven back on the head up there. John Boy Maava still in backfield. They haven't shifted it out to him on this set as Ben Cummins to the right edge. Gets him a bit of space now. And the Panthers, could they be over for their second try off this set as they shift it left towards Lockie Sinclair? And Lockie Sinclair, a former Panther, he's returned. And he's donning the black jersey tonight. And just slow off the ball there, not paying attention. Caught in La La Land, but Rakamanu gets him to 10 now. 65 gained on the set. Where can they go, the Panthers? What is the play here? Butler sends it high. It's going to be a good one. Who's going to be there? It's a tap back. John Boy Mayava, the captain, gets over for the Panthers. And there you go, Riley. We spoke about the impact that he can have. And the second half, he's helped really change the look of the game for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a huge moment for the captain, just strolling straight through that defensive line. No one was in front of him. And that's exactly why you want your captain on the field. Just big moments like that. They can bring that sort of energy to the team and make these huge plays happen. And John Boy Mayava is really trying to get his team back in here.
Yeah, he blows kisses to the sideline where Mrs. Mayava is watching on, cheering on her team or her mans. 12:30 is the score. The Rabbitohs still up, but the Panthers, they've already scored 2 tries with 15 minutes of action in the second half. They could just do it. They're only down by 3 scores. 1 try. If they can score the next one, it really changes the look of the game. But John Boy Mayava, to the applause of the Penrith faithful. A lot of Polynesian fans here in attendance, waving the Samoan and Tongan flags. Both captains for the Panthers of Samoan and Tongan descent respectively. And it's great to see Jackson Allison straight through the middle he goes. And now the Panthers, they're starting to find a bit of juice here, Riley. They're starting to look like they're settling into their game now.
Yeah, they definitely are. Just having John Boy on the field, I think, has done wonders for them. And he's just making a very positive impact on this team. If I was John Boy, I'd be thinking, maybe I should be on the field a bit more.
Yeah, maybe the full 80. You know, the captain's presence is vital, especially for a new look side like the Panthers. But nonetheless, it's 5th and last. Allison sends it high. It might be too deep. Off the ball. Kevin Dixon just has to get around John Boy. He'll try and cut him off on the left edge. He's running out of space. Dixon tries to cut in at the last second. He was a bees away from being driven into touch, but he turned at the right time, and they forced a mistake there, or an unforced mistake by the Rabbitohs. And now, Riley, the Panthers, they got another look. Inside opposition half. Through Shackelford they go. It's just looking like a new team all of a sudden.
Yeah, it really is. Panthers just have a new life, literally. And Allison nearly breaking through the line too. The Panthers, they are just starting to be alive right now. They were beaten dead in the first half. Now they're quite alive, I'd say.
Yeah, it was definitely quiet in the first half from this Penrith crowd, but now they're finding voice. They've got a reason to cheer. 4 tackle inside the 10. They go short side to Charlie Butler. Butler turned on his back. Thought he was going to get across, and he did so, but unable to put the ball down as referee Will Kay sends it up to the bunker, and that's going to be an easy ruling there.
Yeah, nice.
Might have to get the graphics guy to update the logo here.
We might need that. We're still repping the old SRL logo. For now, though.
Yeah, bit of heritage. So we see Jai Collins. Easy as they come, though, there, Riley. I mean, that was a good set for Penrith. And right at the end, no one to give any real kick pressure or chase pressure. And Jai Collins just takes it nice and calm.
Yeah, real easy for Jai Collins. He's done it his whole career. He's one of the best under the high ball. You can always trust him in moments like that. And plays now, getting the ball. Man, he's been on fire tonight. I'd be steering clear of him at the moment, trying to keep him as little involvement as possible by the Panthers.
Yeah, he's really settled into the game, Justin Plays, and we know how good he is. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs for the rest of the season. And another penalty given away from Penrith. And the Rabbitohs not going to go for the 2 to take it out to a 4-score lead. They really want to go for the kill here, Riley, and just make a statement on the road.
Yeah, they really are. Just trying to make a huge statement in this round 1 clash. And they're on the right track to make that statement too. At the moment, Rabbitohs are just been amazing.
Connor Bruce, I think he's a rookie for this Rabbitohs side, if I'm not mistaken. He gets him about 1-2 meters away from the line. They go back in the deep pocket. Bennett forced to catch that one and just take the hit up. Third tackle, the Rabbitohs, they're looming. They're getting closer to the line. Through O'Hare they go. He runs back on through the middle off the bench. Fourth tackle, the Rabbitohs shift it right. Short inside ball to Jesse Bennett. Bennett just gets a mouthful of turf on that one. Fifth and last now. Where will they go? Short side, flat ball. And Tallis Riff picks it up. Referee's ruling play on. Riff might be over. Riff is over in the Riff. And geez, in and amongst it, Riley, it was a bit of chaos, but Tallis Riff showing good awareness. And he just exploits that gap right there. Jaden White couldn't stop him, and over they go, the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, wow, I'm a bit shocked there. I'm not sure what referee Blake Harris or Will Kay were looking at. I thought that was a knock-on for all money from Joey Kelly. But there's no call, and that's been awarded a try, Sonny.
Yeah, a bit of a controversial one. The Panthers, they really could have gone without that. That one's just a real kick in the guts for them. But they've really turned it up in the second half, so maybe there's a bit of a blueprint for them to work off if they can't get the result tonight. And it's certainly looking that way. This dominant South Sydney Rabbitohs side, they have just really turned up. They've hushed the crowd here. 36-12 is the score. First one of the Wednesday night clashes. And after this, we head down to the Shire, where it will be the Sharks taking on the Storm. Sonny Tyre versus Will Kay. Always a great battle between the two. And that'll cap off your Season 9 Round 1 fixtures. 9 seasons of SRL. How good has it been? We are back in full effect as we see Leondis now. Takes the run up there. And Riley, if you're the Panthers, are there any bright spots that you've seen from them tonight that you think they can work off for next game?
Yeah, I'd say the injection of... Oh dear.
Oh.
That was a bit of a shocker there from the Rabbitohs, but the injection of John Boy Mayava, I think, was successful. They just need to have him in the game from the beginning, I reckon. They just suffered too much while he wasn't on the field.
Yeah, and I think it really says a lot about John Boy as a captain. A very selfless act to, let his side run out the first half. Maybe see who can really hold their own there without him on the field. But yeah, you'd have to say from round 2 onwards, John Boy needs to be out there. He needs to be setting the tone for his Penrith side. He came in the second half with a lot of work to do, and he certainly played his part at chipping away at this lead. Callum Elwyn turned on his back. Mind my rambling. 5th and last now, inside the 10, on the line. He might have to scoot back a bit. No, he's going to go for it. Hendrik Lynn tries to dart through, but that one just read too easily from Souths, and the goal line defense doesn't let that one go through.
Yeah, and South's defense just holding up very well tonight. You can't really knock them on too much. Their defense has just been very solid. And
Ooh.
Speaking of defense, I think that was White there with that tackle. That was a bone rattler.
Yeah, Jaden White coming back on through the middle in the second half. You wouldn't expect that from someone of his stature. He is a predominant half. He's played a bit of hooker as well, but good on him. He's getting in and amongst the action, not shying away from the challenges. Jai Collins there through the left edge, unable to break through the line. 42 meters gain on this set for the visitors. 5th and last. They're looking to start off the season 1-0, and they nearly kick it into their own teammate. Mayava on the return. He can't squeeze through the line. And a lot of question marks to be asked about what this Panther side will look like in round 2. Maybe it was just an off game for them. Maybe they're going to try and stick with this lineup for a bit more. You can't judge, the performance based off one game. You got to see what it looks like over at least 3 or 4 of them, and try and find the middle ground there with all those games. John Boy Marva through the left edge, Couple defenders offside for the Rabbitohs as Sinclair back through the middle, gets them inside the red zone. They're going to need a big kick here. I think Butler's lined up in the pocket, and that's where they go. He sends it. They might let it bounce. Too much on it, I think, and Justin plays. Riley, I've got to tell you what, the kicking game for the Panthers, they've let it go too far into the end goal, and there's no real kick chase pressure to try and force a mistake or intercept that ball.
Yeah, the kicking just hasn't been on point, has it? Just there's been a few early kicks as well with no angle on it, just trying to boot it down the field, and it didn't really do anything for the team. I think that they just need to try and play a bit more of a simple game, not try and do these crazy kicks or try and kicking early. They just need to play a standard game. I think it might help them out.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be the one criticizing kicking games, but third tackle now, the Rabbitohs. Inside Penrith half, they could hit the 40 mark. They're certainly making ground towards it as they shift it wide out towards Jai Collins. He'll cut back infield, gets past Mayava, and Jai Collins, what a superstar, his second of the night. It's a double to his name, gets around the right edge, cuts back infield, and he just catches Moana awkwardly there. And that's the 40 mark there for the Rabbitohs, Riley. We could even see the half century by the end of this one.
Yeah, we just might. There's still time for it. And Jai Collins, what a run. He's been having a cracker of a game. He steps two blokes in the defensive line there and then manages to turn John Boy Mayava inside out. And look at that kick. What a beauty. It's not an easy one either. Callaghan just with a radar tonight.
Yeah, I'm envious of that one. 42-12 is the score. The Rabbitohs are up by 30. And if you're a punter that took the 19 plus on the Rabbitohs, you'll be loving life at the moment. For the Panthers, a tough opening game for them in this season. There's still 10 minutes left, but they're out of this contest. Maybe they'll just try and see what works for them in the remainder of the second. See who really still continues to fight right through the end. Right through to the end. But yeah, this one is an early blow for them. Oh, big turnover there, and there you go. We talk about effort players and fighting right through to the end. The Panthers, they force a turnover there, and they've got a chance to get some consolation points on the board.
Yeah, definitely. And Panthers, they've got a very good chance here. The Rabbitohs, though, their defense has been immaculate so far this game. So we'll see if Panthers can find a way to break through this defensive line.
They shift the cutout ball to Callum Elwin. Elwin will try and barge over the crash play. He gets him on the board, and they're going to send it to the bunker. But Callum Elwin gets the Penrith Panthers' third try of the night, and just too much strength there from the second row.
Yeah, I'd like to apologise to the Rabbitohs there from the commentator's curse. But, yeah, look.
Don't think it'll make too much of a difference.
Yeah, you got a point there, Sonny. Yeah, it's just some good determination there from the Panthers. You try hard enough, eventually you got to break through that line. And they do well there just to get that little consolation try, make this deficit not as crazy. It might help them out later in the season. We know how important the differentials can be in this league. And
yeah, most definitely. That's what decided the minor premiership last season. And Butler, he does the reverse tire off the post, but inside the goal it goes. And he'll have a 100% kicking record for the goal kicks in this game. Just under 8 minutes remaining in your second half. Your first Wednesday night game from Penrith. It is the Rabbitohs with a commanding 42-18 lead over the Panthers. And I don't think too many people would have expected this sort of a lopsided victory. But it is a new look Panthers side. Plenty of time for them to find out what works as Jaden White runs it straight into a brick wall in a red and white jersey. And he'll feel that one in the morning. Lonnie Lawrence, he gets a good line break there. He's been relatively quiet on attack. He's been pretty key on defense, though. He gets a good run to open up a bit of space for his Penrith side. You're going to try and scab one more before they get away from this game. Your season opener from Penrith. Callum Elwin through the left edge. He nearly gets past the whole team. Throws an intercept straight to Kevin Dixon. And, oh, geez, that's just their game summed up in one play, Riley. They had a good chance there. It opened up for them, but just forcing the mistake. And it's let off the hook.
Yeah, that's a great read from Dixon. just seeing that the offload was coming and running straight through there. He nearly got away too, and plays, he's going to go away.
For his third and hat-trick it is for Justin Plays. I'll tell you what, the Rabbitohs, they might drop a 50 bomb. That's his fourth. Oh, jeez. Justin Plays. What a performance. His fourth try of the night. And they're one of their marquee superstars in this Rabbitohs side. They brought him from the Broncos for good reason. And it's paying dividends for them, Riley. Justin Plays. He's just been scorching them.
Yeah, the players swap between the Rabbitohs and the Broncos with Tyrone Clay and Justin Plays. Man, has that worked out for the Rabbitohs here? Wow, that is just an incredible performance. Really trying to make a statement here. Justin Plays, he might just be one of the staples of this Rabbitohs team for a few years to come, because this was quite an impressive performance from him.
Yeah, and it's just been a team effort from the Rabbitohs. They've been sharing the workload, and they've allowed their teammates in certain situations to just go out there and shine. And shine they have. Oh, and it's an intercept straight off the kick return. And, geez, just when I give them a bit of praise, maybe it gets to their heads a bit, but the Panthers through Calamel, and could it be over for a double? Oh, we're short of the line. I thought he got there. They play the ball. Flat ball to Butler. Butler will try and barge over now. Butler's turned on his back. And geez, the Panthers, I'll tell you what, they won't go down without a fight. You got to admire how courageous they've been in the second half. They might not get the result, but I'll tell you what, they've played with as much fight as they could give out there tonight, and they're not letting up. Butler tries to barge over once again. Fifth and last on the line. They'll play the ball. Can Penrith get one more on the board? A little scoop back. Where will they go? It's a cutout ball. Sinclair trying to barge over, but once again turned on his back. And that is just the goal line defense of the Rabbitohs working its magic once again.
Yeah, man. Just some good work from the Rabbitohs. The defense has been great from them all game. Only conceding 3 tries. And, man, the Rabbitohs, they've got about 2 minutes. They want to try and put 50 on the Panthers in round 1, and that would be something insane. As you see Dixon straight through the line.
Oh, if Dixon got through Mayava, that would have been the one right there. They're looking for the half century. It's no mercy from Souths. Dixon coming back on through the middle, tries to get them into better field position. So they go midfield. They pass it to Jordan Ford, and he's wrapped up. I don't think they're going to hit the 50 mark here, the Rabbitohs, albeit off a mistake from the Panthers. We'll see what happens. Callaghan now just sends it downfield towards the corner of Vuvalingawa. Can Vuvalingawa get one more? No, he's just wrapped up straight away. And he's stuck to him like glue on that play. It's just been that sort of a night for Penrith. We'll see how they bounce back next week. Still plenty of footy left in the season. Callum Elwin, what a game he's had. He's probably been the standout for this Panthers side, particularly in the second half. He's just left it all out on the field. But the clock will wind down full time, 48-18. The Rabbitohs over the Panthers to open up their season 9 campaign with an impressive road win there. And Riley, it was just all Rabbitohs this game. It just never looked like they were going to let their foot off the throttle.
Yeah, it really was just all Rabbitohs. There wasn't a moment when you thought Panthers were in control of this game. And it's for good reason too. Justin Plays, Jai Collins, Joey Kelly and Tallis Roof. Those were the try scorers, and man, were they playing. They were just on one hell of a hot streak in this 80 minutes here that's just been played. And you can't really fault them for much, can you, Sonny?
Nah, it was a well-deserved win. And that one's going to send a statement to the SRL. This is not the same Rabbitohs team from last season. It's a new-look side. As we take a look into the stats, 56% possession in favour of the Rabbitohs, 23 from 35 completions compared to Penrith's 18 from 21. The error count, 8 to 12. Rabbitohs making more errors. It didn't feel like that, but it was the penalty count that really just took a lot of life out of this Panthers side. 5 conceded compared to the Rabbitohs, none. So good discipline from Souths. Tackles, 167 for the Panthers compared to 158. 27 missed tackles compared to 14 from the Rabbits. They nearly doubled that. And the Rabbits with 2 shy of 40 line breaks at 38 compared to 22 as we scroll over to the players' stats. And we'll look at the home side first of all. Callum Earl in 80-minute stint, 207 run meters, leading the way for them, Riley. He had 4 line breaks to his name with a try. It was one of the standouts for this Penrith side.
Yeah, certainly. Just making a good impact on that left second row. At the end of the day, though, there's only so much a second row can do to bring his team into the game, and I think he probably did all he could, but man, after all those penalties conceded, I think it was just too big of an effort. Made the game a little bit too difficult for them, and you know, the comeback was almost impossible.
Yeah, they were in a big hole from that first half. I thought Jackson Allison was another standout for them. A couple good runs from Shackelford as well. So the forwards really stood off for the Panthers, and you got to give a shout out to the captain, John Boy Mayava. He really helped change the momentum in the second half. But yeah, a tough slog for Mayava in his first game as a captain. But I'm backing him. I'm sure he'll turn this thing around for next week. As we take a look over to the Rabbitohs now. The winning side for tonight's Season 1 game. And it was Jai Collins leading the way with 262 run meters, playing in at the wing, 6 line breaks with a double. But we got to look at the MVP performer here tonight. Justin Plays, 220 run meters. He scored 4 tries with 9 line breaks. And Riley, it looked like they couldn't stop him. They could only admire the magic and watch as Justin Plays put 4 on the Panthers tonight.
Yeah, they really couldn't stop him. He just was getting whatever he wanted tonight. Scoring those 4 tries, it was just absolutely incredible from him. Also, Jai Collins getting those 2 tries as well, 6 line breaks, and he got a hell of a lot of meters too. Man, those two just at the back, their back 3 tonight were just incredible.
Yeah, the back line is looking devastating. Kevin Dixon, 130 at the opposite wing from Jai Collins, with Plays headlining the fullback spot. This is a Rabbitohs team that could be dangerous. It's only 1 game, so you don't want to jump on the ship too early. But if they can replicate the performance they put up tonight, watch out. Watch out for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They could be in for a big season, and they've certainly started out that way, making a huge impression in their first game. But it is full-time, 48-18, the Rabbitohs over the Panthers. And thank you for joining myself and Riley Murray from Penrith. After this, we head to the Shire, where the Sharks taking on the Storm. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. We'll see you on the next game right here on SRL TV.